Let's play.
Welcome everyone to the Right Wing Dice Squad. Starting only 2 hours and 23 minutes late. No issues. Absolutely nothing going on. Just
I have brain cancer.
bunch of nerds that can't show up on time. This is really what happens. Last we left off, our heroes were very excited about the prospect of getting more information. One, to de-stone their fairy friend, which they successfully accomplished. Then getting more information on exactly what this ruin, exactly what this tomb meant that they had found in the mine that Gear Grinder seemed so interested in. Found another lead, went to the local archaeologist, an elf, who talked through them a little bit about a specific relic that they were looking for. After some conversation, they realized that maybe the relic they were looking for might not be in the area. But it is still interesting that some ancient dwarvish relic could have been in the area, at least very recently. The party went to go meet up with Gear Grinder. Couldn't find him. He had disappeared. They've been paid for their mission, for clearing the mines. They've decided maybe they'll go after Gear Grinder. Maybe they'll go after the bow. We bring it up now with our party in the tavern still, making their decision onto which direction they are headed and exactly what path they're going to take. Go ahead.
So both Hilda and Caesar are not in the tavern, correct? Or did Caesar come back?
I was about to
I'm
ask
outside.
that. I would say if I wasn't back, can I be starting to walk back? No, I said I went back to the tavern. I do remember that.
Yeah, you should be back by now. Coming back into the front door.
This is
Okay.
the night, right?
It is the evening, yes, sir.
So I could get a fight.
Maybe.
Alright.
Wait, no, it's not evening yet. It's
No, it's
it's
like
like
it's like
2 or 3 or
yeah, it's
something.
afternoon.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So Adam, I'm still outside, but I want to go back to because I know we haven't been gone that long. Back to the archaeologist's cabin, real quick.
All right. By yourself?
Yep.
You got it.
Oh, we have to go back by the weapon people.
We already
Oh,
picked
you
those up.
already- You're right.
We already did
Oh,
that.
Hilda has my... Alright, I'm gonna go back to the inn.
No, I don't have them. Bjorn has them.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Bjorn. Baby.
Sorry, I can't.
It's baby Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Yeah, Bjorn has them.
I'm gonna go
Bjorn
back.
has them.
I'm okay with it. I'm alright with it.
Bjorn.
BJ.
Bjorn. Okay, Bjorn.
I'm gonna go back to the inn.
But I want to go back to the cabin so I can speak to him before he leaves.
I'm gonna go back to the inn.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just go up to everyone. Unfortunately, I could not find Tiny Man. But perhaps did we pick up our iron weapons? And if so, could I pick up mine?
I didn't get any iron weapons. Mine was silver.
Yeah, Reverie
and-
just looks
and-
very confused.
And I'm in the group you're talking to, right?
I meant
Yep.
silver.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I meant.
I just
silver.
wanna slowly lift up my fists and be like, iron weapons. And look
Hey.
around and be like, I am joking. I am made of a much more rare metal. Laughter file 907. Ha 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 ha.
Reverie flies over and starts tapping to see if he can hear the difference.
Yeah. Roll a perception check.
I'm not guidancing myself for this. That is a 25.
What the heck?
25. This metal is
Yeah, 18 plus 7.
fascinating. It's not terribly shiny, so it's not that interesting, but the sound that's coming off of this is very different from anything that you're used to hearing. It's almost like tapping on a dragon scale. It's incredible, the sound that it makes. It's not at all like what you were expecting when you tapped it.
I'm vigorously waving Lilith over. Lilith, come. check this out.
Excitedly, she comes over.
And I like continue trying to make a ringing sound with.
So at this
With,
point, I
Echo.
imagine you just see Reverie doing that, and then Lilith has her ear just like trying to get the echo right.
So what you hear, the acoustic signature that you hear, it's like a bass thump with a very, very high pitched, almost inaudible. After it says, thump. Every time you tap this metal, it's fascinating.
I didn't really get my answer yet, but I don't really care what metal it is because I don't really care. But whatever weapons we had to pick up, could I please pick mine up?
What is Echo doing?
Yeah, no, I'm just sitting there with my hands still raised, watching you tap me, and you can just see that I'm periodically, like, it looks like I'm almost scanning everybody else to see if, like, I should react in some sort of way. Like, I'm not fully aware of what social interaction this is.
Is this the acoustics from the caves? Is this what you were talking about?
I'm assuming not, because they were just dope, like echoing acoustics.
Roll your perception check.
Ten.
Maybe. Sure. Who knows?
We'll have to go back and test it there. That's a good question.
You, sir? You make good music.
Thank you. And I'm gonna, like, slowly shift, like, just to, like, the opposite side
I
of
still
whatever table, and just be like, yes, the weapons.
thank you.
I think Hilda has them.
No,
Wow.
Jorn has them. remember?
Jorn took his hand ones,
Just Jorn now.
Just Jorn.
but Bajorn has his. He took his
Bajorno.
hand once.
Baby Bajorno.
Bajorno.
Big Jorn.
Baby Bajorno. That's where we're going with from now on.
Well, excuse me.
Buongiorno.
Hey, Uncle Rich,
All I-
it doesn't.
all-
it, does- it
All I
doesn't-
think of is that guy from Eurotrip on the train.
Yeah, I gave
Scusi.
I gave them to him. I gave them to him to carry for my own reasons.
Alright, so Buongiorno has the silver knuckles.
Yes.
So I have a +1 maul, correct?
No, you have a silvered maul.
You have a silver maul, and then I gave you the brass knuckle or the silver knuckles.
We went through this last
I
time.
just got lost. I know. I just, what was the distinction again? It hits
It's silver.
characters that are.
It's silver.
Anything that has a weakness to silver, like a werewolf, it would be more effective against them.
Okay, all right, that's what.
It would be actually.
And then I-
effective.
I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna fuck
yeah,
with my
that's-
inventory then.
And I still have my normal shit, right?
Richard, you click on your maul and then on customize, click the checkbox for silvered. Now I'm actually curious
Got
because I don't know, Adam. What are brass knuckles in, or did you like make up these items?
I mean, if so,
Guess we'll find out.
We'll see.
they're in Hero Forge.
I don't think we're gonna find the gnome, you guys. So are we going to find this bow, or what's our
No,
plan?
we are
I
going.
really-
We are going to find Gnome because if we find him and if he doesn't cooperate, I will have a very fun time killing him. So
Wait.
please.
Wait, are you playing hide and seek? Okay, I got it.
Yes,
And
we are playing hide and seek. Let's count.
Reverie just
Well, no.
Reverie's gonna zip out and start looking for the gnome. He flies right out of the room.
It's the
He is
first
pretty
time.
good at hide and
I'm gonna,
seek,
I'm gonna,
yes. He won the National Elf League.
I'm gonna
If
yell.
I am not mistaken, the gnome was trying to find the artifact of the hammer, correct?
Yes.
Then I would argue there might be some possibility that he is aware or potentially looking for other artifacts as well, such as the bow. Perhaps we follow one and stumble upon the other.
I love
was all
this
for
party so much more already. Thank you all. I love you guys.
Yeah, or okay, and I hear what you're saying, but like, if we found him, we could just bully him into telling us what he knows about both of them.
That's what I'm going to
From-
do. I could help you out with that.
But how
From
would
my
we-
experience observing his demeanor in the mines, his only response would be,
He did cry like a little girl. They did.
You have to be very
well,
kind to
I'll
him.
tell you what, Echo, that one's on you, brother. Whatever you decide is what I decide.
do we
Can-
have any indication of which direction or area the gnome would likely go?
I checked all the footsteps and I checked all. Gave a very good. Well, I wouldn't say very good, but I made a very good clearing of to find where he is, and I didn't find him anywhere in the city.
So
I
now,
asked the bartender, but he was pretty rude about it.
do we have any indication
elf.
of an relatively accurate location to begin looking for the bow?
No, I don't believe so. But I guess we could have Tiny Flying Man just look around, and if Tiny Flying
Oh, if
Man
he's
finds.
hiding in the city, he will find him.
The individual who requested that we find the bow had no indication of a potential start for the investigation.
To be honest, I don't really remember, but maybe someone else does.
Have I
Yay!
made it to the
Not yet. These people are having conversations.
Okay.
I think, if I'm being honest, I think we're talking to other people. I don't. There's like a book or something.
A map.
I thought it was a cave.
We should probably wait for the rest of our party to get here before we make any big decisions.
I agree, because at this point, I believe we have 4 choices, which would be the directions, and all are equally bad.
Yeah. Well, north would be pretty good, but for the scenery only.
I do prefer the north.
The north is nice. I like the north.
I've never been there. I'm pretty interested to see it.
Yeah, you're going to have your eyeballs pop out of the skull-shaped thing you have. It's so good.
Is that common in the north?
Oh, sometimes the foreigners, they come and they lose their eyeballs. They fall out because it's so darn pretty.
Well,
What
we,
an exciting place.
well,
Lilith is really interested now.
family, we never, we did the eye popping for the foreigners. They never did it by themselves, right? I don't understand this. What is going on here?
Oh, well, we just saw a lot of peoples that had eyeballs removed from the skull thing, and we thought these kids, it was so darn pretty.
You're breaking up, buddy.
Well, you kind of were stuttering there, comrade. I don't understand what
Dude,
you're
I'm like
trying
right
to
next
say.
to my computer. That's strange.
It is because
Hey.
the joy of such memories takes your breath away.
I was saying that we would see these foreigners with no eyeballs and their corpses laying on the ground, and I always thought it was because they thought it was so pretty.
No, that's probably what it is. That makes sense to me.
That does make a lot of sense. I'm not going to lie. Why would
Well,
they
now
just have
I
their
feel
eyeballs?
foolish. I always assumed that they were removed after death. But now I am interested to see if I can experience such beauty. And I want to like practice just like turning the illumination, my eyes off, and like making gasping sounds like, ah, oh.
I love you, Uncle Charles.
Thanks, Mia.
So glad you're here.
So I
Right.
assume we're just waiting now for Hilda and Rev.
You got it. Hilda,
I don't know if he's.
Reverie said
Actually,
he was
Reverie,
going to
you ducked out
find
first.
the gnome, right?
So, Reverie, you ducked out first. You were doing hide and seek. What are you looking for?
I'm just flying down the street and like at every dwarf I see, just stopping. Have you seen a gnome? Have you seen a gnome? Have you seen a gnome? And I'm just like asking them if they've seen a gnome.
I would like for you to roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Can I guidance it?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Nine. You said persuasion?
Yep.
So 9.
9-9, Fräulein. Much like the rest of these cursed little meaty things, they just don't seem interested at all in talking to you. As you come around, most of them just try to swat you away. Some of them get a little feisty, come running up to your face. Yeah, none of them
Okay.
really want to talk to you.
Well, do I see any gnomes while I'm flying all over the city?
Perception check. You may also guidance that. Actually, you know what?
Okay.
Investigation.
Okay. That is a sweet 11. No, 10.
A couple times you think that you've actually seen a gnome, and you start flying closer. Damn, it's a child dwarf. It's...
Wouldn't you notice from the facial hair? Like, wouldn't like the
I like-
dwarves?
He's
have
from
more-
the
So when I fly
Fae.
up-
He sees something that's
When I
the
fly
right
up to these-
size. Yep, go ahead.
When I fly up to these children dwarves, do they respond any differently? Like, have you seen a gnome? He's like your size, but gnomish, like skinnier.
Most of them are just confused. A few of the really young ones are sort of excitedly looking at you, but then just get rushed away by their mothers.
I try to give as many of the little ones that look excited high fives as I can.
Give me a second.
Like, if they look happy to see me, they're getting a high five.
Okay.
You're about to get assaulted by dwarves.
I want you to
Mothers.
roll.
Dwarves' mothers, yeah. In
I want you to
particular.
roll charisma saving throws. Just one. Just give me a charisma saving throw.
Well, this ought to be good. Yeah, that's a 2.
Oh.
Oh.
Rip.
Oh,
You go for a high five on this tiny dwarvish creature that's just overexcited. A little dwarf girl, red hair, just looking up at you like her dreams have come true. The things that she's been reading about. You're coming in for the high five. Don't see the high five coming towards you, and you take a slap right across the face as you're coming down to give this little creature a high five, and you're gonna take 1 point of slap damage.
You forgot to shave your
Bludgeoning.
5 o'clock shadow.
No. At
Yes.
that nature, that would be emotional damage.
Yeah, I was saying, I thought it was better. It hits harder. It hurts more.
So, yeah. So,
Don't
yeah,
be
he
talking
looks-
to
he
those
looks like-
things. As you hear her going away. Don't be talking to those things. Don't put your hand down.
Don't listen to her. You're awesome.
Quiet, demon.
Fucking critters.
The Feywild is way cooler than your parents.
I secretly hope you're responsible for a child getting lost in the woods.
Groomer confirmed. Groomer confirmed.
All right. Eventually.
Turn in dwarves' trannies. by the
Eventually, he'll fly back to the inn and say that he got neither high fives nor gnomes.
All right. Hilda, you've made it back to the archaeologist set. You haven't been gone that long.
So I go in and knock and go in and say, "Response General, are you here?"
Yes, dear. You and your party coming by quite frequently. Have you found something else already?
No, but I had a question for you. We had spoken before, just you and I, and you had mentioned we had spoke about werewolves. if a member of our party had been bitten, and I think one may have been bitten. Is there something we can do about that?
Oh dear. Dear, is it the dwarf?
I really don't want to say, but is there anything that can help or anything we may do?
1 second.
And he cuts your head off.
Certainly, of course you don't want to say, small towns, superstitions. Many of them don't really understand the curse. Not that I understand it entirely, but it's certainly not a death sentence, so I wouldn't worry so much about that. Beware of full moons. Beware of very stimulating situations, particularly if those situations were angrily stimulating. And, good luck, I suppose.
Is there any way to cure it or help control it?
That's beyond me, unfortunately, my dear.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, well, thank you. It's very helpful, and I can pass that on then. We are going to look for the bow.
Good luck.
Thank you, and the same to you. And then I head back to the inn.
Got it?
Yes. So Reverie flies into the end. He's like, I couldn't find the gnome. I didn't get any high fives. Let's go find the bow.
Yeah, we were talking about that, but I forget who's got the goods on where we're supposed to be looking for it.
How do you forget where treasure is in a treasure hunt? He even showed us a map. He said, we go to the Everwood Forest. It's to the west. There's a stone wall. We look for a huge hollow tree, and that leads to an underground lair with treasure. He looks particularly disappointed in you, Lilith.
I pat Reverie on the back. and I'm
Lilith
like,
looks appropriately ashamed.
Could you please
Treasure.
lead us then? Could you please lead us?
We should
Oh, I have no clue where
wait
Everwood
for
is.
Hilda.
Then why are you talking?
I know where everything is. I just don't know where the Everwood is because I'm not from here. Do you guys know where the Everwood is? It's west.
Then
No,
why are, you,
west.
why are you rushing us if you don't know where anything is?
You
I
know
know
where
everything
Big
is.
Canyon is? Of course you don't. See, it's ridiculous.
I think we should wait for Hilda. She's hopefully coming back here, and we can move from there.
Reverie's gonna fly outside the front door and just wait there anxiously. Like a dog waiting for his owner to come home. He's just sitting there staring out the door.
Hilda does come by shortly thereafter.
And I enter the tavern.
Adventure.
Is everybody ready to look for this bow?
Yeah, I think we're all ready. I think everybody's decided we go to the bow.
We've got to head west to the Everwood Forest, and then we look for the trail of rocks. Take the trail till it hits those rocks.
Wall. Strip wall, not rocks.
Well, we follow the trail till we see the rocks, and follow the rocks till we see the hollow tree, and there's a hole in the hollow tree, and then we go into that hole, and there's going to be very foul things in there we're going to have to fight, and that's supposedly where it's buried.
Is there a stage or any sort of like elevated place inside the tavern?
Yeah,
The bar.
You're the most elevated place.
Yeah.
Actually-
you currently
actually-
are, yeah.
Actually, to clarify, can I just stand up?
Yes.
And I would like to make an announcement to the bar. Is there a decent amount of patrons in there?
Not really, no. It's afternoon. Everybody that you've seen the past few days being in here, that during this time there's not that many people. So other than you guys, there's 2 other people in the bar.
Okay, so I just go to the bartender then, the patron, and be like, "Excuse me,
Aye.
I assume since you run a business that you are a fan of coin."
You're a really intelligent one, aren't you?
Thank you.
Yeah, he's
You
the smartest.
as well. I have a business proposition for you. I have coin that I would be willing to give to you if you were to simply relay a message to your patrons as they come in. Do you remember that gnome? And I want to describe the gnome that passed through the area that went to the mines. He was rather annoying.
Wilbur
Aye.
Grindmeyer.
Gear Grinder, I think, is the name you're looking for. Of course, we know him. He's been here for a couple of weeks now.
It turns
He
out
really
that
grinds
he-
your gears, if you know what I mean.
I do indeed know what you mean. I would be willing to pay you a fee and a fee to whoever captured him if, upon him coming through town, he were held in reference to questioning for stealing an ancient dwarvish artifact that is very important to this town.
You're wanting me to do vigilante justice for coin here in the Drunken Griffin Bar.
Negative. Nothing so riskful for you. I am wanting you to relay the information to drunk people who may be so inclined to take justice into their own hands. And you would simply receive the gold for being such a useful source of information.
Well, now, when you put it like that, it makes a lot more sense from a business perspective. Aye. I'll take your message. What's the,
And
what's the coin?
I'm going to give him 10 gold up front.
Aye.
And I'll tell him that it's going to be triple if his information leads to somebody actually capturing the gnome.
He leans in real close. I have to ask, is capture a requirement for the third day? If he ends up not being able to speak, is it maybe half price? 10?
It would be a lower compensation if he was unable to answer questions.
Alright, so alive, but maybe dead if necessary. Got it.
And I just give him like a nod and I just mimic the weaking sound.
So the foreman comes around here. We never had this conversation. Obviously, the guards or the captain come around. We never had this conversation. But I'll keep an ear out. My patrons are rather perceptive. Particularly of
You-
gnomes. Particularly of gear grinders.
Absolutely. I knew you were a successful businessman. And I just like do a good doing business with you handshake.
Aye. All in the business. All in the business.
And then I just turn around and go back to the party and be like, I am now prepared to leave.
Let's go.
Does our map sound a lot like the map from Shawshank Redemption?
What?
I hadn't even thought of that.
Sorry.
What did he? I missed the reference. What was it?
She said, does our map sound a lot like the map from the Shawshank Redemption?
Oh yeah.
I was like, that's great if you did.
I
Move
wish
the
I was
rock.
clever enough for that reference.
And it was just. I think it's kind of better that it's coincidental.
Great minds.
Where are you guys headed?
West.
West
West side of town.
to the
Yeah,
Everwood
west side of
Forest.
So you guys go to the northwest of town, where you remember the docks are. There's the river docks, and there's the ocean docks. You get to the road heading west out of town, and you realize that it's heading northwest. This is the road you came in on. There's no road heading where you're going.
I got this, guys.
We don't need roads. Let's go.
I
I
got
do
this,
remember
guys.
him saying
and
there
I,
was no road.
And
And then we'll hit a trail.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of try and lead the party and be like, I've got these guys. I'm a good tracker in snow, in wilderness.
Oh,
In the
good.
tavern, didn't you say you attempted to find foot tracks and were unable to do so?
Well, that's because it was in a city with a lot of footsteps. When I am in the woods, I am very calm, very tranquil. Especially when I am in the north, it is in my home.
Are we not going west?
I have.
You have my utmost confidence.
Very well.
Is he gonna do a wink clicky sound?
Yep. I want to, under my breath, like, kind of lean over to Bjorn and be like, I do not really have that much confidence.
Yeah, I was getting that impression.
How
And then
Adam?
Any time that Caesar looks over towards Echo for the rest of this walk, he wants to give like a thumbs up and like a nod, like, "Oh, you're doing good."
I'm gonna make sure to I'm gonna make sure to not look at the rest of the party this whole entire time. Just so I know that I'm like, yeah, putting down the law.
Just dialed in.
Just dialed in, yeah.
How
Make sure I'm super
Adam,
focused.
how high can I fly and still see reasonably well the trees and the party?
It's gonna be changing, but here you're fine. You can fly pretty high, basically as high as you want to, until your vision starts to like them being too small.
I'll be at about 30 feet.
You got it. Making it out into the hills is essentially where you guys are at. There are a few trees sparsely around these hills, dotting a few of the hilltops, but for the most part it's just hills.
Is it like Lord of the Rings?
No, not as green.
Oh. So like California.
Actually,
Not as
I want
dry.
to.
Not as overall shitty, really.
So, like,
Not as
I yell
fagged.
down to Lilith. Hey, I'll be right back. I actually want to fly high and see if I can see that wall.
You got it. How high are you flying?
Sorry, what?
How high are you flying?
I'm gonna go like a good 500 feet in the air.
Roll a perception check.
Okay, I'm gonna guidance this as soon as
Yep.
I find my D4. Good. God. That is a math. 16.
It's a math.
Flying up, you do not see the wall. You have miles of miles of rolling hills ahead of you. You can see up to the northwest. You can see some of the more densely wooded area. You can see the river to your southwest. You can see some of the larger hills that have the mines where you guys were just at.
Does the densely wooded area look like the forest that we're looking for, or is it like patchy?
A little bit of both, right? So there's some areas of dense forest ahead. A lot of again, it's very temperate forest. So there's it's fall time. The leaves are starting to show some kinds of color, but most of the leaves are still on the trees, and many of them are still green. And you've got a lot of pine trees in there that are still going to be a lot of evergreens.
Okay, when I fly back down, I want to.
Before you fly back down,
Yep.
there is a shadow that you see cast above you, and at a very it's not very stealthy in its approach, so you're able to dart away from it if you'd like, but there's a massive giant eagle that's looking at you like prey as it's swooping down towards you. Up to you how you want to handle that, but it's diving right for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you know, there's like a giant eagle that's about to kill you, so just, you know.
Decision 5,
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I'm like waving at it like it's friendly.
oh
2,
gosh.
1. I'll say that right before it attacks you, you realize it's not friendly. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
fighting an eagle.
15.
You go first. This thing is coming in at you. Just has spread its wings, claws open, coming in at you.
Did it screech at all?
Whoa,
Nope.
not
Silent.
not cool. And so I'm gonna cantrip, produce flame, and throw a fireball at it.
Okay. Roll the attack.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, that hits.
What is the? It's 2d8 is the damage. It takes 13 damage. 13
Oh!
damage.
Really? On the dot? 13?
Yep. 8 and a 5.
So this thing is coming down. Silent. You see the shadow of this thing because its stealth approach was so bad. Wings spread, coming down to grab you. You reach up, say, not cool. Toss a little flame ball up at it, and you just watch a burnt feather crisp as it goes, "Ah!" and just plummets to the ground.
I want to try to catch it before it hits the ground.
Okay, it's going to be plummeting past you, so you can make an attempt at catching a flaming turkey. Go ahead.
Got it. What am I rolling?
You're going to roll an acrobatics check.
Okay. Are we out of initiative order? Can I guidance this?
No, it's immediate.
Okay. That's a 4.
So you reach in to grab this flaming turkey, immediately realize, holy shit, that's hot, and get thrown off of it as it's plummeting to the ground. You take 1 point of fire damage, but you're able to maintain your basically your position. You've lost about 20 feet of altitude, and you
I
watch
try to
this.
thorn whip it and catch it.
It will have gone past you in the 6 seconds it takes you to try again. It
Will it have gone more than 30 feet away?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's just darting. It's plummeting at terminal velocity at this point.
Does it fall near us?
We'll get there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow it down
Yep. So
as
about
fast as I can. So if I'm sprinting, I'm moving 60 feet every 6 seconds.
yeah, you got it.
I want someone to get knocked unconscious by this eagle.
You guys wouldn't have heard the shriek. It was too high up. It is plummeting around 250 feet above the ground. The flame goes out of its feathers, and it's just smoking now on its way down. So it looks like a Black Knight paratrooper just trailing black smoke behind it as it plummets. Very, very unorthodox, and occasionally the wing will catch a little bit of air and slow it down a little bit, and then it continues plummeting and tumbling.
Am I getting any closer to catching it?
50 feet, no, about 50 feet in front of you guys, you watch as a giant smoking eagle just splats on the ground in front of you, bounces about 3 times, and then just lays in a heap of smoldering ash and mangled bird body.
No more pooping on people for you, bird.
About 6 seconds later, Reverie, you've arrived on scene.
Lilith begins hysterically laughing and then shoots confetti out of it.
Reverie looks kind of abashed. He goes, I tried to catch it for dinner, but I missed.
I mean, it's 5-second rule, and I run up to the eagle. I'm gonna see.
Yeah, so most of its wings, a big portion of its neck and upper chest area are already cooked. Other than being mangled and broken and probably leaking bone marrow into the meat,
Flavor.
it's a little dirty, but otherwise it looks okay.
I'm gonna look at Reverie with a big smile, and I'm gonna be like,
You did good, tiny flying man. You did very good today. I
You see
appreciate.
Reverie give like a Tiger Woods.
Caesar's gonna try and cut out and while he's walking, he's gonna try and unfeather, like pluck out the feathers and like just make it.
So picking this thing up is pretty significant. It's huge. It's the size of a large dog. It's a huge bird.
So it's like a Moritz.
It's
While she's hysterically laughing, you just hear Lilith just, the bigger they are. And just,
just trailing off into laughter.
I'm gonna
Wherever he
yell.
flies over to Lilith for a high five and then goes back up to his 30 feet position.
You got it.
Oh,
Alright.
wait, I'm sorry. No, he goes, before he does that, he points towards the thickest area of woods that he saw. He's like, that right there is the biggest woods. That direction. And then he flies up.
Yep.
I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna try and get. I'm gonna be like,
Hey, Echo, could you help me out for like 2 seconds?
Yes.
If you could help me pick this big eagle up, it would be much appreciated of you.
Okay. I want to walk over and like pick it up and then like hold it for 2 seconds and then let it go.
Yeah, he's pretty good at picking it up. Is this like a strength test or?
If you could help me pick it up until we take a rest or a break, that would be much appreciated. Because I could cook it into a fine meal. I don't really even have to cook it anymore. It's
Enough. I think he wants you to carry it,
tiny
Echo.
flying man.
Lilith walks up with her silver dagger and wants to, in a wild Tasmanian devil style, just start hacking it into pieces.
How?
I would
Wow-
like
wow.
for you to roll a dexterity check.
I'm fast, right, Dad?
While she's doing that,
if she's hacking it to pieces, can I like try and like push her out of the like? So while she's in this spin, while I see her going up, can I just like shove her to the ground?
You want to shove her to the ground? You want to shove your party mate to the ground?
Can I try and like stop the knife from gun to the eagle?
21.
All right, I'll.
Hang on. No. Yellow is Lilith. Black is Caesar. And I need to know your strength and your Lilith. I need to know your dexterity. Oh man, big rolls.
Who's who again? Or you just need my dex? I have +3 to dexterity.
21. What's your strength?
I have -1 in strength.
So you go to push Lilith, and she just brushes it off like nothing, and just spins around and starts hacking into this thing. And Lilith, I need you to roll that dexterity check.
I'm holding it
I
kind
did,
of
it
like
was
how
21.
I'm holding it kind of how a punching bag hangs. I just picked it up by like the neck, so it's just like the meat part hanging.
I thought
that's
you
just going
dropped
to
it.
town. Yeah, but then you guys clarified to
Oh,
carry it for
gotcha.
the, so I picked it back up and I'm just holding it by the neck, and now it's basically a meat punching bag she's going to town on.
What are you
I rolled
doing
a
here?
20.
21. Oh, beautiful, actually. So, other than the broken bones of the legs and both hips and both wings, you're able to chop up a significant portion. I mean, you've gutted and diced this thing. You haven't defeathered it, but you've gutted and diced this thing into quarters and chopped off a big chunk of its breast. I mean, other than the bones and the wings and the thighs, you've gotten a solid chunk of meat off this bird.
Caesar after becomes genuinely sad when she starts hacking it, but then after 5 seconds of realization, he starts becoming genuinely happy again.
What does that look like?
Lilith, when she's done, wants to like spin with a flare and just rub her gold tooth and go, "Tss, when I'm good, I'm good."
I'm gonna be like just so happy. I'm just like muttering to myself.
So somebody who's going to carry this needs to add giant eagle meat to their.
I will
Inventory.
happily do so.
I asked Caesar now, do I still need to carry the carcass?
I don't believe so. No, I will be able to carry it.
It's just bones at this point that you've got. Not even the wings of it. It's the head that's still feathered, and then the chest plate of this thing
With the bone
with
skull?
the guts hanging.
I just chuck it. Just chuck it, like as far as I can, towards the tree line or whatever near shrubbery is available.
Reverie sees the skull flying through the air and thinks you're playing catch and tries to catch it.
It's not a skull, but all right. I want you to. It's an eagle's head with most of the feathers still intact, and the spine
Legs.
and rib cage and some of the guts still attached to it. Is what he's been.
He's going for it.
You
Got
take
it.
8 points of piercing damage.
You guys
I
hear
want you to
Lilith on the
roll-
side? I haven't played Skull Bowl since I was 4.
Holy shit, that's good. I need you to make a dexterity check. Reverie.
That's a 10.
You're able to get your hands around the head of this thing, but the momentum that it's swinging through the air like a giant flail or something, it rips it right out of your hands, and you're just left with a few feathers before it hits the ground.
So close.
So it's cooked already, right?
No, just portions of it are slightly crispy.
Is there any way that I could cure it and turn it into a jerky?
You can always try.
Do you have salt?
Find out.
All of the salt.
A lot of salt, yeah. Eagle
Yeah,
jerky.
he got the seasoned police pack.
Or vinegar if you want to make it kimchi.
Does
I'm
it come
not
with a
Asian, I'm
chlorine
not
bath?
yellow.
The seasoning pack there?
Yeah, it's got Ajax dish soap.
All right, so the game of
Dwarves
Skull
don't
Bowl-
season their eagle.
the game of Skull Bowl over. Reverie starts heading towards that dense patch
Can
of
we
woods
go
that you
to
pointed-
the woods now?
You guys continue
He's
on.
flying
through the
that
woods.
way.
Hilda's just extremely unamused this whole time.
The
I see. I picture her with like her arms crossed,
Like the Donald Trump face, like the.
Yeah.
sort of passively aggressively tapping her foot.
Nonsense.
the woods are still that you can tell Reverie are a couple hours ahead of you guys still. There's no path necessarily that you're taking. This is the direction that Caesar was taking you guys as well. It's rolling hills again for the most part. A few trees here and there. Some of the areas with taller grass, taller dying grass. Continuing on. Roll a perception check. Reverie.
All right. And I'm guidancing it. God, my rolls today. That is a 18.
Yeah. You're getting pretty used to this realm here, understanding what it is on this plane to look out for danger-wise. Occasionally you see a few other animals, some more of those big birds, but they don't seem to be attacking anything that's lower in elevation than where they're flying, much higher. But some large animals, but nothing really that presents itself as a danger as you guys are approaching the woods. And gets to be about the time that the sun is setting. Hasn't set yet. You maybe got another hour of light yet. And you're approaching the woods, so maybe another hour into the woods. The area that you guys are at has become more rocky. The hills a little bit more prominent. Many more boulders and such sticking out of the hills. But it's still mostly grassy hills with a few sparse trees and the forest approaching.
once we've gotten to the near that wood line, I want to try again. This time I'm just about 400 feet up. I'm gonna go up and look for the wall again. Also, I'm healing myself. Just on the. I'm just gonna give myself a quick heal, just so you note it.
Yep.
And I heal myself for 6 points.
You got it. Approaching the woods, light dimming, going back up to 500 feet. Go ahead and roll your perception check to look for this wall.
All right. I'm seeing that is another 18.
You don't see the wall. You do see the woods. The woods go on for miles. Miles more than you can see. Maybe has to do with the darkness, but miles more than you can see. The woods have really, probably about an hour's walk ahead of you, have really begun to get thick at that point.
Okay.
What
I'll
you do,
fly down.
what you do see around you from that height is
2 giant eagles.
there are one or two, like looking down, back down at the ground where your party is walking around. You see the rocks. You see the shadow, like the creeping shadow on the sides of some of the rocks. Some other areas, it doesn't really look like shadow. It looks like holes. 2 places in particular look like holes in the side of these rock formations.
Like caves or like a hole in the ground, like straight up and down.
From 400 feet, you're not entirely sure.
Can we see?
I'll fly to whichever one's nearest. Like start flying towards it so I can see what it is.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of a cave in the side of these rock-faced hills.
How far apart are they?
Judging by where you saw the one, it's probably 100 feet apart.
How far
Light
is
is
the party from me?
rapidly coming down. About 60 feet from you right now, where you're at over this one hole.
So I'm at the first hole. Do I see anything that looks like any creature's been using it? Like it's inhabited? Do I hear any sounds, anything like that?
Roll a perception check.
All right, I'm going to see myself. That's a 19.
It was definitely dug. What dug it, you're not entirely sure. The moss has grown on some of the edges of this hole, the ground. Oh, not even really in the ground necessarily, sort of in the side of this hill that's mostly rock.
So I'm gonna fly towards the party. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whenever you pause, I think you're done.
I'm just trying not to say is what's happening. Go ahead, buddy.
The dramatic pauses keep throwing me off. Sorry. Was there something else about that cave that I saw?
Yeah,
Okay.
there
so-
has been some sort of it wasn't dug
Yep,
like
you said
yesterday. Wasn't dug yesterday.
Okay, so I fly towards the party, and it's like, hold up a second, and then I want to go check out the other cave. Same thing. Is it inhabited? Does it look like it was recently dug? That sort of thing.
Not recently dug. It's a hole in the side, some sort of a cave. Looks like something dug it out. That's the best you can tell.
Okay, so I'll fly back to the party. Hey, so I found 2 caves, and like
Yes.
point one arm towards each of them. Maybe they'd be a good place to go to sleep. Maybe not.
It would be a good place to
Doesn't
fight,
seem like there's
and I
anything.
want to go there. And then I start walking to the cave like her.
Which one?
I gotta start walking to the first cave. I'm gonna wait. Actually, you know what?
Alright.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Well, if obviously I'm not going to go by myself because I'm not 100% sure what's
Scared it's dark? I get it. And Lilith is gonna take your arm and start walking with you.
I asked Reverie. Reverie, was it dark in the sky?
he looks up at the same sky that you're looking at.
I thought we were in the trees.
No, we haven't got there yet. So like when you ask him that, he looks
Okay.
up at the sky.
So I
It
look
looks
up at
back
the
at you.
sky. Is it dark, Adam?
It's getting close. The sun is no longer visible, but it's still not dark yet.
Can I see a moon out or anything?
Roll.
And to be clear, Lilith is
Nah, you'd be able to
escorting
see
you
that.
as if you were like you would like I'm holding your arm and then I'm bracing your shoulder, like just all the support.
I'm very
I
much...
don't know the correct lunar terminology, so for everybody who does know that, Ricky, I apologize, but you're at a you're at a 3/4 moon essentially. So
Isn't
the full
that-
moon has passed.
Waning something.
Waning 3/4, yeah.
God damn
Oh.
it!
What the heck?
Good job, Caleb. You did that.
Both of you guys, F both of you guys.
No, I was just wondering.
You're
I-
two kindred spirits. That's why you hate each other.
So the full moon is past. Okay.
The full moon has passed. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Moon ain't full. That's it.
All right.
The easiest way to remember it is wax on.
No, it's full moon, no moon, and the DreamWorks moon.
So do you guys want to rest in the caves?
Reverie following Lilith,
Yeah,
who is escorting
I would like to
Caesar.
go into cave, and I would cave may my.
Caesar, if you're not trying to, I am attempting to lead you.
No, I
towards
want
the
to-
cave.
I want to go into the cave, and I want to. If
Are
anything
you
is.
saying that while I walk with you, like over your shoulder?
No. I'm very much trying to push you away.
I have no fear. I have no fear of anything in my entire life. I do not fear. Fear is for coward. I am not a coward. I kill.
Are you gonna make us dinner?
I will make you dinner. Yes. I fear that I become women. That is my only fear.
I thought you just said you don't fear.
Yeah,
Got you on that one.
that's my only fear. That is my only fear.
Oh.
But I
Then
do
you
not
lied.
fear dark. Dark fears me. I do not fear death. I do not cheat death. I beat death fair and square.
What
Okay.
if death is a woman? Would you be extra afraid?
I would be afraid, correct.
Then again, you have another fear. So
No.
you do fear.
No, I don't fear.
Is it simply humanoid women, or is it all females?
The fact that women exist, it hurts me.
I like how you keep changing your words for fear.
There
But
is
maybe
a.
we move to the
I
cave.
like how you
No,
keep talking
I do-
even though no one
I-
asked you.
I do believe there is another term for that. I just struggle to remember what it is. I remember
It's called
it-
May I Borrow Your Shirt?
I remember it's 3 letters.
Is it
Man?
Is it hay?
Is it a man? Is it
Is
Yeah,
it
it's called
May?
Dick Buff Men.
I
Is
do
it
not believe
strong?
it was hay.
is it
But
is it masculine?
That sounds similar, but I could not say for sure.
Reverie,
Is it
Reverie looks at
say?
Lilith. Reverie looks at Lilith. He's like, kind of boring if there were only guys in the world, right?
No,
seems
it
weird.
would not be boring.
Orgies would be way grosser.
What is orgy? I don't understand.
It is a type of
Where
juice.
from?
I don't know words. I don't know many words.
How close are you to the cave, Adam?
You're all walking there pretty close.
Family D&D,
Okay, well,
Danny!
let's-
Family D&D!
Let's get to the cave.
You don't know what the Feywilds are like. We
Yeah, but I know what this
So
family's
proud of my
supposed to
dad
be like.
jokes. Hey, whatever, man. I don't want to play in your D&D world your character's describing, okay? Now I understand the hat choice.
Ride a cowboy.
Don't take it off. Don't take it off.
You're
You'll
dead.
only encourage
No,
them.
you can't take it off.
You know what? Screw you guys. Screw you guys. I rode a horse today.
Hollywood makes one video, and that's all anybody associates with because they're so detached from actual American culture.
Screw you guys. I rode a horse today.
F 'em.
Is that what you call them now?
But we all do agree they'd be way grosser. So like,
Oh gosh.
I don't even know.
That was
I
fun.
do. The smell, dude. What? This is just
That feels sexist.
Why do you know this?
imagination.
Your imagination is
God.
cursed.
Yeah.
It is.
When we
I
get-
don't love it. It's
when
brought unhappy thoughts.
when we get to the entrance to the cave, I want to challenge Bjorn to our daily sparring match.
Hell
You
yeah.
got it. All right. So I'm gonna do yellow for Bjorn and black for Echo. Ooh.
I can't see the dice on my cell phone, so there's like this
7 and 7.
anticipation for it to come up on the stream.
Oh,
I
it's a
know.
tie? That's so sick.
Well, I'm actually comfortable with leaving it as a tie.
I'm
uh,
completely down with leaving it as a tie.
As
Like we
soon as-
both came to what would be a finishing blow at the same time, and then drew back.
Wait, do you guys both have the same modifier?
For what?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I thought it was actually
No.
a roll.
We've just been rolling flat 20s against each other for who wins each sparring match.
As soon as I
Oh,
see,
cool.
as soon as I see the fight, I really want to be like, could I be able to spar with one of you, or either of you? I just really want. I really want to fight
Who
something.
do you wish to spar with?
I do not care. I just need. I need to fight. It's an addiction. I need to fight someone. I need to fight someone.
I believe I am a little tuckered out. My muscles are a bit sore from the walking and the fighting you, and I have to eat the food to make my muscles good, and you don't need any of that things because you are made out of metal. I feel like it should be you, Echo, if you're up for it.
I am always up for combat.
Lilith, you want to go explore the cave?
I was going to say the same thing. What do you think is in there? And then I assume we just wander off.
Yep.
I'm
Yellow.
gonna get a fight going, or I'm gonna get a fire going while and trying to passively observe this sparring match.
Yellow is Echo. Black is Caesar. I want Echo's athletics, and I want Caesar's acrobatics. What's your acrobatics?
Plus, my athletics is +7.
My acrobatics is +6.
All right, we ready?
Oh, oh!
Domination.
Echo won that one.
Handily. How'd that go, Echo?
All right, so you're a monk, right? Like you're all about nimble, quick movements.
Yeah.
So as I'm sparring with him, I start to notice that all of his movements are just quick and very finesse. So I just want to become a juggernaut that is just brute force, like an unstoppable force of just coming at him until I can catch him just right and flip him and just be on top of him.
Takedown.
Yep. So I just want to come eating the hits that he's got finesse, just like brute force, just overpower raw strength.
Reverie, as you hear this fight
Give him
going
the Brock
on,
Lesnar
while
treatment.
you guys are headed down to the cave, you hear that thump, thump, wing, from the blows banging off the metal as you guys head down.
Is it
in.
echoing in the cave?
No, it's just as you guys are going down the cave, you are hearing this behind you.
As soon as I get beaten, I'm just gonna like give a very, not even sheepish smile, but just a very like happy smile and be like, I really like you now. You're a cool party member. Can we fight again? That's
Yes. I experience combat every day.
it. I
We're
hope
just
so.
walking, we're just looking for anything interesting, signs of life. What's going on in the cave?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I'm gonna guidance her.
Yep. You're right next to her.
You see 3 dragons.
While they're doing that, I want to know the type of wood that I'm
18.
stacking into this little circle. I'm just
It's timber.
Yeah, I would like to check out the grass in this area.
It's a very
Yeah.
It's a
What'd you
very
roll?
densely packed pine timber that you've got.
Yeah.
That you're throwing on top of
I
this
rolled
thing.
an
It
18.
smokes a lot from the sap. So the first thing you notice after you hear the thump,
Is that with your guidance?
Yeah.
Okay.
big cave, big, probably 15 feet in diameter. It has a general cylindrical downward trajectory of it, and then it really quickly starts cutting off, and you feel, not here, you feel in the ground a rumbling that seems odd.
How far am
Uh-oh.
I right
I
now?
shouldn't have let you read that.
You're
deep.
about 100 to 120 feet into the cave at this point.
So I'm gonna look at Rev and I'm gonna be like, quick step, let's go. I have a feeling. And no explanation, I'm gonna misty step 30 feet or however many feet it is towards the way we're going to get back to the party.
Yep. And then sprint the rest of the way.
Yep.
Yeah, Reverie trusts Lilith implicitly and does the exact same thing.
I want to.
As both of you are moving up, this rumble gets louder and louder,
So I'm gonna
And-
yell ahead.
more intense. Rocks start falling from the top of the cave, and everybody around the campfire that's being lit currently, you can feel this rumbling in the ground. You have 6 seconds to decide what it is you're doing.
Did we hear them yell, or was that cut off?
We didn't hear anything, but we feel the rumbling.
Okay.
I
was
think we
trying to
should
yell
step out of the cave.
towards you, so I don't know if you hear us.
Rumble
There-
means
Nobody's in the cave except for Reverie and Lilith that are running up right now.
Yeah. So I literally am gonna draw my sword and run towards the entrance of the cave.
yeah, same. I'm gonna just be like, bye.
I didn't
And I'm gonna
realize they
run.
were running towards us. Yeah, I'll go towards the cave too.
Yeah, I'm gonna scream
Uh,
fight. Yes, I love fights. And I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna jump into the cave.
Because I don't want
Like
them
that
to die.
everyone's just chilling, and then you hear an earthquake and just see us running.
I'm gonna drop my echo at the entrance of the cave and run behind.
You got it.
Funny is in my head, we've now made a human wall to prevent you two from getting out of the cave.
Yeah, right.
I'll make a step around you.
Red Rover, Red Rover.
If you guys need to take 5 minutes, I'm not gonna switch to the intermission screen, but if you need to take 5 minutes while I get set up for this, please do.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, I have to use it.
The scene is really, it just makes me laugh. The whole scene in my head is hilarious.
Yeah, you guys
Reverie
can't
and-
get out. We blocked it.
Well, I'm flying over your heads, I assume. But also, Reverie and Lilith are now, what, 3 for 3?
Yeah, it's just absolute chaos brought.
Cave entrance.
We are spelunking masters.
Well, you at least brought it out before we fell asleep and it came and got us.
Ricky, I think it's like more of a thing for you, because like the last time you were spelunking, you just got rock hard.
What can I say? I love deep caves.
Ah, clever.
Kind of reminds me of the Key and Peele sketch where the guy's like, he's like half white, half black, and he's like worried about his, he's like, yeah, but I got a white dick. He's like, no, man, don't worry about it, bro. Just go in there and fucking nail it. And then it comes back like next day, and he's like, what happened, bro? He goes, black vagina.
Yeah, that was the funniest one. It's like, bro, no, I'm mixed. It's like, yeah, so? He's like, so I got a white dick. He's like, so what are you talking about? Like Snickers? He's like, fun size.
yeah.
What does her character look like?
Black vagina.
Yeah, I forget. I think it was Bill. I forget. There's a comedian, some country comedian, that's sitting there talking about it. He's like, I think I figured out why black dudes have bigger dicks. Because black chicks have bigger asses, so it's just a matter of practicality to reach there,
It's like the duck. It's like that's why ducks have like 24-inch dicks, because they're rapists, and then they've just evolved like these very like labyrinth-esque vaginas for the female duck. So it's like only the
You guys
giant
know
penis
that-
can get in.
We're not intermission, right?
No, we're live.
Well, people are learning interesting facts about animals. Like,
Yeah.
did you know? Did you
Ducks
know
have
that?
huge cocks.
Did you know that a pig's penis is basically a spring because pig vaginas have false tunnels? Yeah,
They also
it
have
comes
Get
out.
out.
balls on them.
Yeah, it comes out like.
And whales wrap around the other whale. That's huge.
That sounds like you guys are building a set.
Right? Soon we're gonna
You know what
hear
it really sounds
saws.
like? It really sounds like a promise was broken.
It sounds like they're actually fighting the monster that they're gonna.
Yeah, right.
Entertaining it.
Yeah. They're currently they have a
They have
wild
a real-
animal.
A real
that-
battle going on.
It's like it turns out the monster is just a white German Shepherd.
Yeah, that they've painted
Mold
like
it.
wings on.
Yeah, it's got like this fucking headband horns, you know. It's just like,
Adam, were you searching for a figurine that was promised to be returned to you?
I was, and it wasn't returned.
The betrayal.
Told you. I don't
In-
believe you.
4 short hours.
Alright.
Where's my character?
What? Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot to put your guy down there.
Yours doesn't matter.
Whoa! What are you doing? He's not behind the door. Yes, he is. He's not. As soon as he heard a rumble, he's going 100%.
All right, here we go.
how did it become Hispanic?
Yeah, he's a short dwarf. What?
Yeah, he's short. Short equals Hispanic.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, speaking. Yeah, he does speak from experience.
Yeah, I do. I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7". Yeah, I do.
Tiny ass motherfucker.
At least I weigh more than like 65 pounds.
All right. You guys have run up to victory or to death. Roll initiative.
How high am I, Adam?
Not very,
How
because
much weed
it's
have you
only
smoked?
15.
I was about to say the thing. How much do you smoke?
17.
That's pretty hard to quantify.
21.
21.
Oh my gosh, not that mean.
19.
Also a 19.
Whose dex is higher?
Mine's plus
Probably
one.
mine. Mine's 14.
My dexterity is 11.
Okay. Caesar.
Screw you guys, I got a 22.
Nice. And Bjorn.
6.
Oof. Bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
Rolling some.
As always.
Oh, okay. This is a little interesting. You all rolled higher, but there's nothing going on. You don't see an enemy. All you feel is rumbling. So where would you guys like to move for your turn?
I would like
Or
to get
what
out
would you
of
like to
the
do
lava
to
pit.
set up? So, yeah. Caesar, you're first. You hear rumbling. You see your friends running up towards you. What are you doing?
Where is it rumbling the most?
Would you like to use your turn to roll a perception check?
I'm gonna run into the cave.
You're running to the cave.
Yep.
How far?
As far as like right past Rev Tiny Wingman. I don't know the name anymore.
Reverie.
I'm sorry.
Right there.
My character just called. Yeah. Right
Got it. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah, I would.
Lilith.
Lilith promised herself a long time ago she wouldn't die in a cave, so she's gonna run out.
How far out would you like to run?
I'm fine with being right there. Just, what is that, 10 feet?
Yep, 15 feet out of the cave. Yep.
Yeah, I'll sit right at 15 feet out and just kind of go to the right a little bit so I'm not in a direct pathway forward in case something comes springing out.
Okay. Reverie.
So Reverie is going to, with his bonus action, take his starry form.
Okay.
I forget.
He knows he doesn't have anything to shoot at, but he's going to ready a spell
Yep.
that when something becomes visible, he's going to cast Fairy Fire on it.
You got it. He's staying right there.
And he's going, how tall is the opening of the cave, and does it slope upwards or downwards?
15 feet, slopes downwards.
Okay, so I want to fly outside of the cave, but where I can still see. I'm just going to float like 5 feet off the ground where I can still have line of sight into the cave.
All right.
That fire thing is so cool.
And Fairy Fire has a range of 60 feet as far as whenever the creature comes out from under the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna put you on this guy because the other one's too tall.
Okay.
We'll say you're 5 feet off the ground.
Okay.
And you are
Let me check
readying your bow attack, correct?
No, I'm readying Fairy Fire.
Sorry, Fairy Fire. I apologize. I heard you say it and I fucked up. Hilda.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ready my Warhammer to attack if anything comes out. And as a cantrip, I'm going to touch it with light to light up 20 feet in front of us in that cave in front of us.
You
You
may.
can't do
Hey, I got it. You may use an action, or you may ready an action. You may not do both.
I'm
So if you're gonna do your light thing, cool. If you're
Okay,
gonna try to
I'm gonna
ready
do my
an
light
attack,
thing.
yep.
I'm going to do my light thing so we can light up 20 feet in front of us, and then it does an additional 20 feet. It's a dim light.
You got it. So the entire cave entrance and 20 feet in, well, about 15 feet in, is lit up, and then another 20 feet beyond that, you have some dim light now, guys. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Echo.
So the top of the cave, the top of the entrance to the cave is like 15 feet.
Yep.
Can I?
But it's not directly up. It's not directly vertical. It's sort of built into the side of this rocky hill. So it's
Yeah. So could I get on the top of it?
absolutely.
So if something comes out, I can jump down onto it.
What's all this happy music, Dad?
Sorry, the music switched. Give me a second. Let me. It
I
adds
was
stuff to
gonna
the
say, I can't even
playlist.
hear any music.
Thanks for playing the.
You can't hear any music at all?
No, I can't.
Thanks for
I just
playing the.
hear the buzzing in
I
my
don't
ear.
hear any either, to be honest.
Thanks
Yeah,
for-
I immediately knew there was no music because Ricky had not said anything about it.
I was just going to see how long. I have to see how long we keep it going.
You should.
Whenever
what
you
should have
mention
done
it.
is Said, can you turn it down?
Just a bold bluff. Yeah, no, it's a little loud actually.
Roll for deception.
How's that? Too loud?
I wish that's how it worked. You go to your boss
Little
first, you both roll for it. Who has more charisma?
How's
Oh,
that?
that would be great.
How's that?
That's good.
That's fine.
Beautiful. All right, you are up top. Anything else that you're doing up there?
Yeah, because that was just movement. So I'm gonna take my sword And I'm gonna ready an attack to where if I see something, I can literally just drop sword first onto it.
You got
I'm
it.
just,
Well,
like,
if anything
holding my
is in range of you, you may.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep. You got
Yeah,
it.
because I'd like to jump down onto it effectively.
I just want to compliment the tiny firelight. I'm pretty
I know.
Yeah, that's what
It's
I was.
gonna look better when it's painted. I just don't have any fucking time currently to do this kind
Is
of
it?
stuff because I gotta paint cabinets and other random shit around the house.
But
I gotta
you do
paint
have
cabinets.
Kaylin.
I
You
gotta
have
paint
Kaylin.
cabinets. That's what I
That's
was
the only
saying.
reason the cabinets got painted this week is because I have
Make
Caitlin.
sure you sand them first.
Oh, they
Yeah.
before
Been
and
there.
after. Before
Been
and
there,
after.
done that.
Uncle Charles, I don't think you understand. It's in my genes.
You spilled it on your pants.
Bjorn, what are you doing?
It's in both.
Oh wait,
genes.
wait. Actually,
it's in both
Bjorn, before you
genes.
get to go,
I did spill it on my jeans.
all of you feel this more than anybody. Zezer feels this massive rumbling getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And as it pops out of
Caesar?
inside the cave. Zezer, you see this before anybody, this massive head coming out of the cave.
Oh.
And coming down.
See-
What?
Can you redirect the camera a little bit? Just slightly upwards.
Hang on. Oh yeah, yeah. Give me a second.
Yeah, thanks.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So he's inside the cave, basically, and there's not really a great way to display this because you see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Fun.
Well, fuck. I thought I had a better initiative than him, because that would have been an awesome thing that I did, but I can't do it. So, fuck me.
Nah, you're family. I wouldn't do that.
It
I don't
comes
know.
down
I'm
with
starting
its.
to think differently.
Really not helping the cruising the streets from her.
Jeez. It comes down with its first attack. Oh shoot. That's going to be a 29 to hit against Zezer.
Oh, I'm gonna check. I don't think that hits. Oh yeah, it hits. It hits.
You take 24 piercing damage as this thing comes and bites down on you.
Yes.
I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
27, right?
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I got you.
Is he within 10 feet of me?
20 feet.
Oh, okay.
Can you get rid of the top of the rock cave?
That's an 11.
11. So as this thing comes to bite down on you, it sinks deep into your shoulders, snatches you up, and pulls you into its belly.
Oh, shit.
Oh
The
man,
purple worm. I love this creature.
this is gonna be fun.
You are swallowed, is what you are.
Yeah.
African
way.
or European?
That is its turn. Yep.
Can I get the dexterity saving throw for my fairy fire?
Oh, shoot. Yes, of course. I apologize, buddy. No, it's bad. 6.
Yes, it is fairy fired.
So
As
that's
it-
advantage on all attack rolls, right?
Yep. And okay. Top of the round, or excuse me, not quite yet. Bottom of the round. Bjorn, you're up, sir.
Savage. All right, I'm gonna send. Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm gonna send the echo towards him.
Okay.
And we're gonna roll some attacks. So, double attack first. Can you fucking load, please?
No.
Alright. Fuck it, I guess I'll just physically roll. 20, dirty.
Yep.
19, dirty.
Also yes.
Okay, features and traits. Shit, that's out. Fuck. Okay, then I'll roll damage. Dude, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my browser. Whatever. Oh, I get to re-roll 2s with Great Weapon Master. So that's 2 2s, so here we go. 10 damage, and then 6 and 3, 9 damage, so 19 damage. And then I'm gonna use Unleash Incarnation for another attack. Literally a natural 20.
Oh.
So, somebody school me on it real quick. Is it just
Double the
Damage
double
dice.
the damage dice.
That's
Don't
it.
double the modifier. Double the damage dice.
Oh, and fuck, that was 2d6 plus 7 to hit. No, 2d6 plus 4. Okay, and by the way, the last one's the 19. Add 8 damage to it, please. That's plus 4.
I guess I won't have to try and get myself out of this.
6, 5. 11 damage on the next one, plus 4. 15, and I double the 11, right?
Yes.
So 22 plus 4, 26 damage on the third hit.
Woo. Big rolls. All right. You come in, your echo smashing into this thing with its echo of your maul, just chinking away at the armored exterior of this massive purple slithering beast. It definitely hit. It definitely hurt, but it didn't hurt him. Well, it hurt him a lot, but there's a lot to him to hurt.
Okay. That'll be my turn.
You got it?
Oh. I guess. Did you roll advantage on all those? Can you crit fish?
Yeah.
Oh right.
would
It
you
doesn't
like-
matter. They were such high rolls that it's half damage anyway. It doesn't matter.
Top of the round. Caesar,
Yes.
you are blinded. You are restrained. You are suffocating inside this worm. What are you doing?
I'm restrained, meaning I can't move, right?
Let me tell you exactly what that
You have
means.
a movement speed.
Your speed is 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, but first, you find yourself inside this beast's stomach, and you are going to take...
Bye, Caesar.
...23 points of acid damage as this thing is.
Okay.
Then, it is your turn. You are blinded. You are restrained. What are you doing?
I'm going to try and pull my dagger out and not even attack it, but try and cut open whatever I can cut open.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Dirty 20.
With disadvantage,
Yeah. I got a 16 and a 19.
I want you to roll your damage dice, which is a d6 plus your dexterity.
Oh, sorry. This is also I don't know if we can recon
That's a
this.
7?
But, well, it doesn't matter. It's just advantage. There's already advantage on it.
That's a 7.
Oh, that's a good point. Would the fairy fire work from the inside? I suppose it would. So 7 damage.
Well,
as you slice this thing on the inside. You have another attack if you'd like to use it.
Am I able to breathe?
Nope.
So I didn't cut through the intestine. I just...
You just chopped away at its insides.
Okay. I'm gonna try...
It hurt him.
Would using... Man, I'm trying to think of the best way to get out of here.
Do you have
Make
any
a decision
fiber
quick.
tablets?
Huh?
Make a decision quickly.
I'm gonna try and... Can I scratch at it with a key point?
With a what?
A key point?
What's a key point?
The monk key?
You could try to stun it with a key point if you want to do that.
The ultimate liver shot inside the body.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
All right, so you've made your attack. Go ahead and make that unarmed attack. We'll just use this one as your bonus action, unarmed attack.
That's a 9.
9-9 for a line.
Oh, but with advantage. With advantage.
He
No,
has
flat.
disadvantage because he's
Yeah.
restrained.
Oh.
Oh, I'll roll again.
No,
I got a
It's
critical
a straight
fail.
roll.
it's just a straight roll, buddy.
Oh,
You're fine.
okay.
You have one more attack with your.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Hang on. Immediately after you take attack action, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. No.
Yeah, 'cause you tried to do a stunning strike.
Well,
Yeah, but-
it has to hit first before he can spend the key point for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get an extra attack, which you used. You can spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows, which will give you 2 unarmed attacks.
Do you have those spikes on your hands?
The knuckles, yeah. But, yeah, so I'm gonna hit it with that.
Do it. That's 1 key point down.
18 damage.
18.
18 to roll.
18 to hit. 18 does hit. Do you want to take the other attack?
Yes, I would. 22 damage. 22 to hit, please.
22 also hits. So go ahead and roll a d8 plus your dexterity for each one of those hits. And then he is going to make, what is it, a wisdom save?
D8 plus what modifier? Would it be my more?
Dex.
Your dexterity.
Okay, so D8 plus. So 12 damage for the first one,
Constitution save.
and 11 damage for the second one. So nothing crazy.
I realize that like it's just the rules or whatever, but it
Holy
kinda doesn't
shit.
make sense.
So you hit 7, then you hit 12, and then you hit 11. Holy shit.
Is that enough?
So he's gonna make a Constitution save against your stunning strike first. Oh, I don't think he makes that. +6. What's your? Is it higher than 12?
What my
Your spell save DC?
spell save DC?
It should be, but it might not be.
If I could get down to my spell, it doesn't say.
It'll be next to Stunning Strike.
How do you not, buddy? I printed out your character sheet. It's right
It'll be in
there.
parentheses. In
Should the second page? It should be, or third page.
yeah, it'll
Yeah,
be in
look, it's
parentheses
all
next to Stunning
Messed
Strike.
up.
Man, just read the thing. You've got it all mixed up. What have you done here? You haven't put anything here.
What have you done?
I'll put it on
What's
my
your
phone.
wisdom? +3. Yeah, it's gonna be higher than 12. So you're fine. He is stunned, just boom, from the inside. You guys, or from the outside, as you guys are watching this, all of a sudden the purple worm's just boom, stuck in position. And let's see if he yaks you up, because you hit 30 on the nose. +6. Oh, he doesn't. He fucking vomits you up. He's got +6 to his constitution, and he still doesn't save.
When I get out,
Hang on, let me see. Let me make sure I did this right. Yeah. Son of a bitch. So, you fall prone right here.
I'm gonna, while I'm coming out, I'm gonna say,
Nobody kills me.
Holy shit.
Oh man, you ruined that. There were so many like other opportunities.
I was trying to think of it, but
I fear nothing but women, I told you guys.
I like
Oh
that.
God,
Pretty good. It's a callback. It's pretty good.
it's a female worm.
Ah!
That's why he got out.
Reverie. This thing's lit up. Your friend has just been spit out onto the ground.
I think you're muted, Danny.
Oh, it's my turn. I thought you said
No,
that.
Reverie.
Oh, is it?
Reverie, it's your turn.
I thought Lilith went before me, but okay.
You are
Okay,
correct,
yeah.
Lilith. It is your turn. I apologize.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna cast, it's stunned right now, so does it have any, like, well, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip, and if it somehow beats my DC save, then I want to use Ben Luck.
Intelligence save.
Yep.
What's the DC it
This
has
thing
to
is
beat?
dumb as a box of rocks.
14?
Yeah.
2.
That's so bad. Alright, so it's gonna take some damage, so get 3d6, which is 6 damage total, and then on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action, but it can only do one of 3.
It was 6 damage total, you said?
Yeah.
So this whip that just comes out of your hand, out of nothing, you're just casting this little spell and flying out this electrical energy that looks like all 4 colors of your seasons comes snapping out, slaps this thing, and you can see the pain jolt and hit it, but it doesn't move much with its stunned condition. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Reverie.
All right. First, gonna hit it with the Starry Bolt.
Fire away. Oh shit, I didn't do that earlier. But go ahead. Hit it now
18?
with that. Yep.
All right. That is. Ooh, nice. That is what's the added? to do that. We need this 12 damage, 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hit it with a guiding bolt.
Yep. You can fire another Starry Bolt if you'd like, because I know you were holding that. Oh no, wait. You were holding Fairy Fire. You
I
already
was holding
fired that.
Fairy
We're
Fire.
good. Yep, you're good.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead. Fire away.
That is 14.
Does not hit.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
the
use
guiding bolt
Ben Luck.
flies off and misses.
Hang on.
Can I use? I can use Ben Luck still, can I?
Hang on.
Yeah, you haven't used the reaction yet.
Yes, 'cause I saw.
Yeah,
him
you
do
can
it.
use 2 sorcery points. I'm not even gonna make you roll on the wild magic table because you're burning resources.
No,
So what does Ben Luck give me?
you get.
Use your reaction to
Four.
spend 2, so 1d4 and apply to the number rolled as a
You
bonus.
get +4. I rolled a 4.
Oh, nice.
So that's 18.
18 does hit.
Fuck
All
yeah.
right. And let's see, guiding bolts. I'm pretty sure it's 4d6. So just double check that damage. Yep. So that is that's 11, 14, 16 radiant damage.
16. You got it.
So 12 and 16, 28 total.
The guiding bolt flies down and smacks this thing. It's lit up again. More lit up than it was before. Is that your turn?
How far away from it am I? Can't really see the map all that well.
Maybe 25 feet? 20 to 25
Yeah,
feet.
I'm gonna stay there. If I'm
Okay.
going that. Yep.
Got it.
DOT.
Hilda.
So, I'm going to move up to it, and as my bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Oh no! Oh, I botched it.
Everyone's dead.
You could probably just put me beside one of the rocks. Just remember I'm on top.
Yeah, that stance not gonna be on
Cool.
there. That guy's heavy metal.
better terrain.
Yeah, you did.
And then,
got one right ticket to midnight.
and then I'm going to attack it twice.
Yeah, go ahead.
With advantage, Steffi.
Oh, that's right. First one was 16. Let me see what I get for my second one on that.
I know we've talked about this before, but advantage doesn't stack, right?
It does not.
15. So 16.
No, does not hit. You come
Okay.
swinging down at this thing and just your, what are you using, a sword?
No, it's a warhammer.
Your warhammer just bounces off this thing's armor.
$17.
17 also. You come sliding in, just you think you got the angle here. You think you're hitting a soft spot in the armor, just bing, it just pings right off.
All right.
Is that your turn?
He's frozen, right?
I don't know. What is Hilda now? Echo, you're up.
He's mobilized, so I'm backing up.
I've heard all the chaos and stuff, I assume, right?
Oh yeah.
And I've seen them shooting shit in there. So, as a bonus action, I'm going to activate my Giant's Might and jump down and just run in, and I'm going to take 2 attacks against it.
Am I prone?
No, you just fell over.
Oh, okay.
With advantage, Charles.
With advantage?
Yep, because it's still fairy fired.
First one's a natural 20.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
First try, second one's a natural 20.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mom,
I believe you. It's
Read
just
the
holy
dice.
shit.
Charles,
it sure
it's times
is!
like these.
Woo!
It's times like these that I hate you so much. Because of all those-
Why? He's helping us out.
I'm going to use my fire rune as well. Alright, so I'll just give you the total damage.
Three natties.
73.
Is this animals as
Damage.
I
leaders?
feel like we're in the lab.
73 damage. Holy crap.
And he needs to make a strength saving throw for the fire room.
I think he fails because he's stunned. No, strength and dexterity automatically fails. He fails.
Yep.
He is now restrained by 2 fiery shackles that came out of the ground.
Doesn't even have.
While
arms,
he's
but-
restrained, he will take 2d6 additional fire turn at the start of each of his turns.
As you come running into the cave, so you jump down, and as you're jumping down from the top of this cave, you hit your giant's might. So it's like your feet just grow into the ground, and your head basically stays level with the top of the cave. You go sliding in there. This thing is only 15 feet tall anyway. Whap! Smack it once with your rune, with your maul. Coming down again. Whap! Smack it the second time. On the second time, you watch as these fire tendrils come flying out of the ground and grasping every single side of this worm, snaking all the way up to it, and it's just, you can see the pain in it as it's trembling but unable to move.
You picked the wrong fight.
Is that your turn?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's everything I could think to do, or even do.
What is the start of his, what does he have to take at the start of his turn?
2d6 fire damage.
Roll it.
He takes 10 fire damage.
You can see that he doesn't have much left in him. Bjorn.
Oh man. All right.
Wait, is he moving?
No.
I'd like to teleport my echo right above his head
Okay,
and smack him twice.
do it. He's basically touching the top of the cave, so you're teleporting him to the top of the cave, and
So I've got 26 and 19.
both hit.
Alright, here we go. 5, 8 plus 4, and then 6, 11 plus 4. So, 12 plus 15, 27 damage.
There's more movement in it now as you watch your hammer smacking into the side of it. It's still restrained, unable to move freely, but it's no longer stunned, and you just see it taking the blows from the hammer on the top. Now, is your guy falling to the ground, or is he landing on top of this worm? Your echo.
I really don't know how it works. I guess he'll just stay up there.
Yeah.
No, I think he falls.
He's standing on top of the worm right now. What do you want him to do?
Okay. Yeah, he'll just hang out there. That's fine.
Cool. Caesar, you're prone on the ground, covered in muck.
First, I'm going to do. It's Step of the Wind, right? Where.
What is Step of the Wind?
Never mind. I'm gonna do Hand of Healing, which is should have me as an action. You spend 1 key point to touch a creature and restore 1d6 plus 3 hit points. Yeah. So as an action, I'm gonna heal 1d6 plus 3 hit points of my.
Do it.
Holy shit, a monk that actually sounds like a monk. That's crazy.
That's not a 1d6. Okay. Cool.
So you're just laying on the ground still like, touching your chest.
15.
Feel a little burst of energy.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna. Is there any way that I could climb on top of him and like give him a chokehold?
You could certainly try, but an action of a chokehold. You could certainly climb on top of him because it's just movement at this point. But an action of a chokehold, you've already used your action.
Alright, yeah, I'm basically just gonna run up on top of him until I'm on his head and kind of just like do a whole rodeo.
Alright.
We're just hanging out.
Yeah, because I don't really have anything else to do. Well, I can't do anything else.
You can replace me. I don't mind.
I meant.
He's just Echo after all.
And Lilith throws a fireball.
Yeah.
Right to the face. Right to the face.
Is that your turn, Caesar?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Lilith. Waiting for that fireball.
I don't believe that she's in the room.
You're muted if you're
Danny?
talking.
Danielle,
Yeah.
It's your
your
turn.
turn.
Okay. I am going to.
He's perfectly set up for a fireball.
Done.
No, I'm gonna shoot him with firebolt.
Fire away.
Do I still have advantage?
You do.
That advantage is so nice.
Really? Is
I
that
love fairy fire. If it works, it's awesome.
18?
Hits.
$10.
10 damage. So the flames of your firebolt smack right in the middle of the chains of this fire tendrils that are sliding up around it, and you just hits it even more. You hear this groaning. It's still holding there.
Dude, that's really good groaning. Can you tell me what it sounded like when you vomited it up, Kaylin?
It's like that one scene in Shrek where Puss in Boots is. He sounds like the guy from Disturbed.
Is that your turn, Lilith?
Yes.
Reverie.
Alright, one starry bolt.
Fire away.
18.
Hits. Roll the damage.
He takes 8 radiant damage. And then I assume he's still alive.
He is. So the starry bolt hits him again. Still standing.
Guided bolt or guiding bolt.
Fire away.
Nice.
Yes, 23 or 22.
Yep, hits. And how would you like to finish this with the guiding bolt? Because he's got 2 hit points left, so it's gonna be more than that.
Yay!
That's awesome because I rolled 14 damage. So Reverie, one hand, like his offhand, he shoots off the starry bolt, and then like he's rearing back and uses all that momentum and just flings this holy radiant bolt right into the thing's mouth, and it just travels up its throat as it like gargles with the starry bolt. The guiding bolt travels up through its throat, just cooking it from the inside.
Awesome.
That was
So
mega
as it
epic.
goes in, it's screaming from the pain of the starry bolt, opens its mouth, guiding bolt flies on the inside, and you guys are just watching radiant energy just spewing out of its chinks in the armor at this point. It goes, "Oh!" One last thing, it cries out in pain as it falls over, and the flames from the, what is it called? The,
Guiding bolt.
no, the thing from you, Echo. What,
Fiery Shackles, I believe.
what's the fiery
Yeah.
shackles? So the fiery shackles just rip it in pieces as it's attempting to fall to the ground, and just
Fuck yeah. Let's fucking go.
Reverie immediately turns to Lilith. Let's check out the other cave.
Danny Wingman, you've cooked more dinner.
Lilith, other cave, other cave, other cave, other cave.
Oh, I love it.
Danny Wingman, you've cooked more dinner.
Well, I think we should probably rest first and then look at it in the morning. It's dark now.
Okay.
In any case, as you guys are standing there looking over the carnage that you've caused to this poor, innocent creature inside this cave that you intruded. We're going to go ahead and end the session there. And we'll pick up next week. I think Thursday, right? Thursday next week we're going to go?
Thursday night.
Yep.
Yep.
Thursday, yep.
Love it. For all of you that are tuning in now or later, thank you so much for tuning in. Other than that, you nerds, I appreciate you coming. Peace.